welcome back to Made by Madam Mal. I'm Amanda and I make stuff. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a crochet artist. I mostly make amigurumi plushie type items that I sell at market events and online. And you guys, we are on our way to a market event today. It is going to be my first holiday event of the season. I am very excited. It's a little early for me, so I'm a little tired currently, and we're about to make a Wawa run, so hopefully that will revive me, but very excited for this event today. I think it is indoors and it will be a 9 to 5 event, so plenty of time to get some selling. I am very excited to show you guys my holiday inventory. Didn't have a ton of time to prep if you saw my last video, but we got some holiday stuff, so I am very excited, and I'll talk to you guys after I have my coffee. Hello guys, we are here and we are all set up. I'm going to show you my setup really quick because I got to do some pricing and I feel like things are about to start. So let me show you the setup. Okay, here is the vibe. We got some eagles. Oh, this thing is breaking. We have some little penguins for Christmas. How cute are these? I love these for the winter. All these patterns will be linked in the description below, so be sure to check it out if you guys are interested. We have some axolotls. We have some leftover spiders from Halloween. We have a little elephant, giraffe, our cows, cats, dogs. And here's some of our Christmas stuff. We got snowmen. I love these little guys. I think this is a free YouTube pattern, and they're like my favorite to whip up for holidays. We still have some miscellaneous stuff in here. We have this cute little Christmas tree. This is a new Christmas tree pattern that I used this year. I used to use this AQ crochet one. This is an AQ crochet one. It comes out a little bit bigger, and this is like a little smaller, and I like it. I'm so sorry, I forget who makes it right at this exact moment, but it will be linked in the description. We have these seals. This is a Madeline Mako pattern, I believe, and I absolutely love these. I think they're so adorable. We have a reindeer. This is an AQ crochet pattern. I didn't get a chance to make more of those, so that's all we got to. We have our gorilla in there, our zombie still. I had Jason Voorhees still from Halloween, but it just wasn't giving with the Christmas vibe, and I couldn't have him out here. He wasn't vibing with his like murder knife. Okay, we have turtles. Look at this adorable little mouse, you guys. This is one of my favorite Christmas makes. I have to look up who I saw make this. This is who makes this pattern. I forget at this very moment, but I'll talk to you about who inspired this in a minute. Okay, we have that cutie. We have the Grinch. This is my favorite thing to make for the holidays, is this Grinch. I make him every year, and I love him. And these little felt pieces come in a little pack from ADH Crafted. I'll have those linked as well. Some big turtles. Oh my gosh, look at these gingerbread. Another one of my favorite Christmas patterns. They do really well for the holidays. And then we have our regular stuff over here. I'm going to be so honest, I did not make new keychains. We got some nuggets. And that's pretty much it. Here's the setup today. A little all over the place, but we're hanging in there. Definitely some close quarters. So I don't even know how I'm going to get in and out of my table, but we'll see. So cutie. Wait guys, I forgot to show you, I'm also putting this sign out. It's a little buy 3 or more items and get a wreath ornament free. Look at these cute little wreath ornaments. This is actually a free pattern on my Instagram, and I made a bunch of them here so people can pick one out if they buy 3 or more items. I love these. They literally take less than 5 minutes to make. This is such a quick make, such a cute little gift. Okay guys, I have had my coffee. I'm feeling a little better. I need to tell you about my little cutie mouse inspo that I had because I need to give a shout out. It is actually an oak and marlow pattern, but I saw the Good Knot Studio making these on my Instagram feed, and she has been making the cutest little Christmas versions of these little mice. I'll put some pictures over here, and I just had to make them. So You gotta go check hers out. She has like a bunch of different kinds, and I will be making more of those for my next event. And I'm definitely gonna be making regular versions, maybe as like a regular make, because they're so cute, they're so quick, and I'm sorry, I just think that they're adorable. I was feeling a little scrambled with my setup today, honestly. Some things didn't make it on the table. I already talked about Jason Voorhees. He didn't make it. It's like, this is just not the Christmas vibe right now. You know? It's not giving. And my big B didn't make it either. I couldn't fit her. I just couldn't. I just wasn't liking the way everything was like turning out today. We had a very small 8-foot table space, so I did the best with what I could. Maybe they'll come out if I start selling stuff. I need to put more things on the table. Hopefully we have a good day today. When I signed up for this event, it said that this was the 35th year that they have been doing this event. So hopefully we have a good turnout. Vendor fee today was $80, so hopefully we at least make that back. Guys, there are so many talented creators and vendors here, and seeing so many talented people, it inspires me to want to learn new crafts. And I feel like the holiday time is the perfect time to do it, because I love making handmade things for my family and my friends, and sometimes they get a little tired of crochet. If you guys are interested in learning a new skill or a new hobby, or even taking your current hobby or creative business to the next level, you should check out Skillshare if you haven't already. Skillshare is a platform with a ton of amazing creative classes taught by real creative professionals, you guys. A lot of these classes are taught by incredible, successful entrepreneurs who have taken their creative skills and hobbies to that next level. I love that it is such a welcoming community of creatives like me and many of you guys.
One of my favorite classes that I ever took on Skillshare was a modern embroidery class. It was called Modern Embroidery, Beginner to Pro. It had more than 20 stitches you could learn how to do, and I convinced myself that I was going to make my sister an embroidered denim jacket for Christmas, and I did, just by learning how to embroider with this video. It was awesome. It was so easy, and my sister absolutely loved it.
Right now, Skillshare is offering an amazing deal. The first 500 people to use the link in the description or this QR code right here will get a whole free month of Skillshare and 20% off your first Skillshare payment. That is an amazing deal. Plenty of time to learn new things, but it is only valid for November, so make sure you guys can check it out now. Guys, it happened. I knew I was going to forget something today. You know, I always be forgetting something, and I brought my yarn and all my eyeballs to make stuff because I knew I would have a long day here, so I would be able to get ready for my next event. However, I forgot polyfill. No stuffing, so I guess we're not finishing anything to put on the table. But we'll just be making little half creatures. It's what it is. Hello guys, it's 10 a.m. This event started at 9. I feel like I look really rough in this lighting. Don't look at me too hard. But I haven't told anything yet. So hopefully things get a little busier. Hi guys, it is 11 o'clock. I think I had 3 sales so far, 2 of which are chicken nuggets.
What was the other sale, babe? We had 2 chicken nuggets and what? That was it?
Oh, we sold 2 gingerbread. They were both to the same person, so 3 sales, 4 items. Maybe people are just doing their initial laps around, because it does seem like there's a good bit of people coming, so maybe they're just checking things out and then they'll be back. Let's hope for the best. Hi guys, it's 12:15. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's going well. They aren't really buying stuff. They're looking at stuff, but they're not really buying stuff. I sold a couple things. I sold the 2 possums that I had. Maybe I should have made more possums. The possums always be flying off the table.
don't know what I was thinking. I was worried they wouldn't fit with like my Christmas collection, but note to self, don't forget the possums. I sold, I don't know, not much else. I'll be so honest with you, not much else. I don't even think I made my vendor feedback yet, so hopefully things pick up. Still definitely got some time, so I'm keeping hope alive. I'm definitely getting hungry. It was a tough decision between a hot dog and chicken fingers for lunch, but I decided on chicken fingers this time. I know, I'm a fraud, but hopefully my chicken tenders will bring me back to life a little, or they might put me in a food coma and I might just pass out in this very chair. We'll see. Guys, the chicken tenders have been acquired. I did specialty request honey mustard and there was none. So we're settling for ketchup. Honestly, I would eat pretty much anything right now. I'm so hungry. Guys, it is, what time is it? It's after 1 o'clock. Things are so slow that we decided to watch Temptation Island on the iPad. So, yeah, that's a summary of how things are going. Guys, it is about to be 2:30. Just a couple sales happened. We sold a cow, an axolotl, and a frog. I don't know if we sold much else besides that, honestly. Babe just got me coffee, and it's so good. We had a little coffee incident, and they gave us the wrong size lid, so it's spilled a little bit, but it's okay. I can't laugh. I don't want to spill it again. And it's okay because we're about to get back to Temptation Island and watch, what's his name?
Evan.
We're about to watch Evan cheat on his girlfriend. Hi guys, it is 3 o'clock. We have approximately 2 hours left of this event. We did just have a string of good sales. I sold Little Mousy Girl, love her, very excited to see her go, but like I said, we will be making more. I sold a giraffe, and I sold my AQ crochet reindeer. I definitely got to be making some more of those. So that put a little pep in my step. Guys, it is 4:30. And I am breaking down because I want to go home. I will be back for market breakdown after this. So stay tuned.
Hello guys, we are back for the market breakdown. I'm going to tell you guys everything that sold, best sellers, worst sellers, how much I made overall, and what I think about this event overall. So we can just jump into things. I am going to go over each individual transaction because, spoiler alert, there wasn't a lot. Okay. My first sale was at 10:24. The event started at 9 a.m. and it was a chicken nugget for $8. My next sale, a couple minutes later, was, another chicken nugget for $8. Next were 2 gingerbread men for a total of $26. They were $13 each. Next was a teal triceratops for $12. Next was a possum for $13. Excuse you, I'm doing a video. Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that. Next was a pink axolotl for $13. Next were 2 chicken nuggets for $16. Next was a purple heart spot cow for $25. Next was a spider and a snowman for $24. Next was a pink axolotl and a chubby frog for $25. Next was a chicken nugget for $8. Next was my little Christmas mousy girl for $25. I forget if I talked about it in the video, but I sold her to a mom whose daughter just started dance school and she wanted to get her something. And I was like, how about this cute mouse in a tutu? Hello, perfect. So that was that sale. I thought that was cute. Next was a giraffe for $28. Next was my singular reindeer that I had for $25. Next was a green mushroom. Next was a chicken nugget for $8. Next was another pink axolotl. Next was my Grinch for $35. I forget if I told you guys that I sold that in the vlog, but I sold the Grinch for $35. I loved that sale. Next, and my last sale of the day was at 4 o'clock, and it was a red mushroom for $13. In total, I had 20 transactions and I sold 25 items. My total revenue for the whole day was $364. However, my vendor fee for this event was $80. My square fees were about $1, 80 cents. My material costs were around $58.61, which brought my total take-home profit to $224.59. Am I feeling good about that? Not really. Honestly, more about that in a second. I'll let you guys know my best sellers, of which there weren't a lot. I sold all my chicken nuggets. I should just be a chicken nugget table, for real, honestly. And I sold 3 axolotls, all pink ones. That was about it. I didn't really have anything else that was popping off specifically. My worst sellers were like, I don't know, everything else. So yeah, I guess I'll just talk about how I feel about it. I don't feel great about it. This was my only November event. The successful November event that I had last year, I was unable to attend this year because it was on a day that I had one of my shows. So I couldn't go to that one, and I was scrambling last minute to find a November event. Not really last minute. I mean, I was looking pretty far in advance. I just didn't find any really good November events. I did a similar event to this last year at a school that was a lot closer to me, and I think my sales were about the same, and there were a million crocheters at that event, and I wasn't really happy with how the day went, and I decided that that wasn't an event I wanted to go to again this year. So instead I replaced it with this event. I was totally unfamiliar with this event, but they did say that it was the 35th year that they were doing it. So with that, plus the higher vendor fee, I kind of expected it to be a really successful day with lots of foot traffic. It was at a school that was an hour away from me. I don't usually travel that far, but I thought it would be a good holiday event. You know, this is like pretty much my busiest time of the year, so I was hoping lots of people would be there to do Christmas shopping and everything. I would say that there were a decent amount of people there as far as foot traffic goes, just not a lot of people buying. A lot of people were looking, not a lot of people buying. A lot of parents were doing that like whisper in the ear to their kids. If you know, you know, like when a parent's like whispering like, oh, we'll find you something cheaper that's really expensive, or like, oh, we'll look around and maybe come back. And yeah, not a lot of people wanting to spend money, which that's fair. There were 2 other crocheters there, so it looked like we were selling a little bit of different things, but I'm not sure if that affected anything. It was overall a very, very long day, and I don't think that I would attend this event again. I would say my pros of the day were that we got to watch a bunch of Temptation Island episodes, so it wasn't a total waste. I need to give a special shout out to my angel of a boyfriend who sat there with me all day, and he was up at the crack of dawn packing my car for me while I got ready. It would have been an even rougher day without him, so that was the highlight. And I guess another highlight is at least I made my vendor fee back. It wasn't looking good in the beginning of the day. I was like, am I really about to sit here all day and lose money? It's just frustrating when I spend every free second I have trying to prepare for these events, worrying that I'm not gonna have enough stuff and that I need to make more, and you know, stressing about it, and then coming to an event and like not selling all the things I worked so hard to make. You know, it's just frustrating. Sorry, I don't mean to make you listen to my soapbox here, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling great about that one. But luckily we do have 2 December events coming up, one which is in a very short amount of time, so hopefully those will go better. And on the bright side, I have plenty of inventory now for those events, so hopefully the next couple weeks will be less stressful than usual. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this video if you did, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss my December market vlogs and all of my videos in the future. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!